profi Brexit campaigning team and an insurance coverage business belonging by its founding member Arron Banks person full fines of £135,000 above breaches of information laws. The paper says more than rather than a millionth emails shipped to subscriber concluded sale for the Eldon insurance coverage company's GoSkippy services. The Data Commissar's office space, ICO, he told, had found we may include casually shipped a information bulletin to customers but no testimony of a great information plot. He added, we reported in our supporters and proposed them a 10% Brexit rebate following the voice. So which? The UK elect by 51.9% to 48.1% to keep the EU in a plebiscite in June 2016. With later down there include been several investigations looking at how the various campaigns were work, consisting in how they were underfunded and how they utilized private information. For its paper, the Data Commissar has been looking at how policy campaigns use private information to micro-goal voters. The ICO told the had been the largest facility information protect inquiry it had always transferred of, and wealth of claims and concoction play out in social. It told it had unsecured a harassing neglect for voters' private confidentiality. The inquiry was initially induced by accountable in the Watcher on the activities of information company Cambridge Analytica, that was charged of incorrectly harvest millions of Facebook accounts. The ICO told it had identified severe breaches of information protect principles and would include given a significant penalty if the business had not already been in authority. The paper says how and Cambridge Analytica did not conduct a work relation one day unsuccessful to receive symbol as the formal Keep campaigning for the 2016 plebiscite. It told had explored creation a new organization in a type to collecting and analysis big quantities of information for policy need, but down there was no testimony that had always functioned. In another place in the paper, it key points which it says is the shut relation among and Eldon insurance coverage. Both of organizations person fines of £60,000 for emails that breached information laws. The ICO told above a millionth emails among February and July 2017 had been shipped to subscriber, consisting sale data on GoSkippy, out of their agreement. It as well superimposed a £15,000 penalty for a individual severe violation following a information bulletin was shipped to more than rather than 319,000 electronic mail addresses on Eldon's client database. A definitive judgment is yet to be achieved on an estimated violation regarding to the business's common processing of private information. Voice Keep, not, was selected as the formal Keep campaigning for the 2016 plebiscite, and treated in a Canada analysis company named AIQ. The ICO concentrated its inquiry on if, by the location, UK information had been machined in Canada external UK information protect laws. It told it had found no testimony Voice Keep had passed or machined private information external the UK illegally, or how it machined private information out of the Agreement of Information topic. But it told it was studying how Voice Keep brought electric sale communication and if its actions were a violation of confidentiality rules. We do include reason for anxiety and we will be accountability on the inevitably, it added. The ICO told it was yet looking at how the Stay Party processed private information for the EU plebiscite campaigning. The includes looking at this gallery and dividing of private information by Britain much stronger in Europe and a related information brokerage, as inappropriate tertiary side consents, that were such to issues studied on the Keep campaigns, it told. It as well studied a complaint how the permissive Democrats had sold out the private information of its side members to the formal Stay campaigning, Britain much stronger in Europe, for on £100,000. The was rejected by the Lib Dems and the much stronger in campaigning. We are yet looking at how the Stay Party of the plebiscite campaigning processed private information, consisting the election coil, and will be examining if down there are any breaches of information protect or election law demand future activity, the paper added. The ICO told the use of private information to goal policy messages had to be translucent and legal if we are to retain the consistency of our poll trial. we may never aware if individuals were unconsciously affecting to voice a specific way in each the UK-EU plebiscite or in the US poll campaigns, it told. Yet we do aware how private confidentiality rights include been discredited by a quantity of players and how the digital election ecological system as necessary reformation. The ICO told it had surveyed more than rather than 170 organizations and collected 700 terabytes of information, the counterpart of 52.2 trillion pages of testimony, and it hasn't completed still. Though its Brexit campaigning-related received information will prevail presence accountable, its concerns go broad. The Guard Dogs paper told all the UK's 11 main policy parties were betrothed in dangerous behaviour and it had shipped every official precautionary. Particularly, the ICO is concerned on their use of tertiary party information power brokers and analysis firms how drag in and trial the socials' private data via a kind of source out of definitely check how agreement has been correctly derived. In supplement, it believes how personality regulation by Facebook and some public print firms has not been consecutive or strict quite and now believes a coding of experience fixed by Act is required to manage the way their information and platforms are utilized. The controller as well allocated profound concerns on college researchers' processing of private information. It told how time measures were in location to try to do certainly academic environment behaved ethically. The identical could not be told for if they had undertaken quite stairs to defend the socials data, especially in cases wherever the identical academic environment as well did job for individual companies. As a outcome, the ICO told it was now work in the high formation segment to do certainly confidentiality rules are accompanied.